Hey friends, I'm gonna show you the jungle in my backyard. So I went away for a couple weeks and I'm gonna show you what happened. Hill is looking very good. I did cut out two of these before I left, so it's looking kinda right. Here I don't know what's going on, but the beans are completely dried up. If you neglect your garden, you'll see that you get a lot of seeds. The cucumbers are destroyed. The leaves are dried up, looking almost diseased. So look at my greens. Not a lot of this is going to be edible, but I'm going to do my best tomorrow or over the weekend to trim down. And the person I left in charge of my garden, I don't know if they were trying to help me out here or not. They claimed that it was dried up, so they just cut it down and left it to show me. I said, okay, thank you. Look at my little baby. They did water, guys. They did a lot of watering. So watering is good, but you have to try to reap your stuff as it's growing so it doesn't get totally out of control. This section here, I'm just gonna all pull it up and pretty much garbage because it does not look right. And look at this overgrown forest I have going on back here. Gonna show you the turnips. I'm not sure if they're gonna be healthy or not. So another chaotic mess going on over here. And I did tell them, take the tomatoes. I had 3 people that had access to this tomato garden, and look, still have a lot of tomatoes on. So tomorrow I'm gonna get up early, gonna do a lot of reaping. So this poor tomato plant is almost like a tree. Look, it's wrapping around. It's crazy. But the beauty is that I have more tomatoes up here, so I may not destroy it. I'm just gonna let it go through the season and see what I can reap. As far as the potted plants, my rose bush. So yeah, I have a little forest going on in my back, and there's a lot of mosquitoes back here, growing all over the neighbor's fence. So yep, I'm gonna be very busy the next couple of days. I'm gonna show you what it's gonna look like after I clean up. Okay, so look at the difference. Day 1 of just me applying some care. I'm pulling up all the weeds. As you can see, some of this may be edible, so I'm gonna wait until later when I'm in a better mood. I'll cut it and go through, pick out the stems and the growth that's really healthy. But all this that's seeded, I'm gonna cut it out. Another look. And if you look up close, you'll see some black stuff growing, so that's definitely not good. I'm not gonna cut the tomatoes until I'm ready to just go through and pick all the good ones. See, I have a lot of growth, a lot coming in. So I'm gonna tackle this again when I'm a little bit better, refreshed. So of course I know they wouldn't clear out any weed and stuff, so that's my job. And those cabbage should have been gone, but I was holding out. But I'm gonna just take it up. And guys, look at my beautiful plants. All this stuff grown here, that's like weed. It's the callaloo, but the birds, they eat it, they like it, and then the wind storms and stuff blow it all around. This is weed. I'm gonna have to cut it out. Over here you'll see a lot more, so I'm just gonna trim it out right now. So looking better. Took a lot out of this one also. Clean up this guy, much better as well. So this was my little friend. I'm gonna show you the difference just of a little tender loving care. Did some trimming on this, so later on I'll tackle this section. Just showing you what I reaped from my garden. Tomatoes, a little parsley, and the greens that I cut out, I already sorted through, picked out all the stuff that didn't look so fresh. So I'm gonna take it in to wash it and do my last trimming of, anything that doesn't look desirable for me. So here's what I'm back to. Just pretty much cut everything out. Cut out the rest from here. So I have this little section. I'm just gonna do it tomorrow. I'm getting kind of tired. And I went through the tomato section and I pretty much took out all the tomatoes. See? So I'm just gonna clean up this area. Just to wrap it up, I spent some time out here and just show some love. I'm gonna show you what I did. So some of the branches that were hanging really low, I got some zip tie. Did the same over here and down here. That way when you walk into the garden area, you don't have stuff sticking in your face and on your clothes. Did a little trimming on the rose bush. Started cutting out some of the hostas because the season is really gonna end soon, so I'm gonna try to enjoy it while it lasts. So I'm just gonna keep it like this and slowly cut it out and water. This section I didn't touch. Was kind of pretty okay. But for my hanging baskets, I pretty much had to pull out the roots because they were very dried up. As you can see, some evidence. But I'm just gonna keep watering it and see what happens. But at least now I feel like I could sit out here and breathe, drink some coffee, tea, look through my books. So just gave everybody some water. So I just wanted to show you that sometimes you always have to, no matter who you leave in charge, you gotta handle your own business when you get back. If not, you slowly lose sight of all the beautiful things that you created or helped created. The cucumbers are all gone. But I'm gonna continue watering and enjoying my space before the weather change. So I just wanted to show you guys. Oh, here's the last of my flower plant. It's the only one I have hanging. Slowly, let's see if I could revive it. Until then, I'll be enjoying these beautiful ones. All washed and ready for use. So I'm just gonna wash these babies and make room in my freezer. Just showing you the last of what I'm reaping from my garden. So this may be it, guys. So this was from this area here. I'm not sure what's gonna happen next, but that's it. Over here, I just fully cleaned it out. I have a little bit at the front, so I'm just gonna put some of my flower pot here for the winter. So yep, I have a couple more tomatoes coming in, so I'm gonna let it just do its thing. Here's a look at the turnip. It didn't do well. I'm gonna show you. This beet, nothing happened to it, so hey. This one was trying. Let's get it. Ta-da, nothing really. So the beet, even this turnip, I mean, half of this is like part of the stalk. And then when I cut it, look. So no, I'm not gonna eat that. I still have kale. Lots of kale. I have these two bok choy. So I started watering and I kind of turned the soil a bit. And I have peppermint. Yep, I love peppermint tea. So let me give the pepper a little shout out for all the pepper lovers. So that's coming in. So this section is pretty okay. So this area I'm gonna line with more flower pot as the flowers just wither away. I'll just line them up over here to protect the soil, because sometimes we get cats in the neighborhood and they seem to love this backyard. So I'm definitely gonna, usually this is part of my ritual, just put a lot of pots over here to make it uncomfortable for them. This mesh, I'm gonna unravel it after I clean this area. So I'll cover this entire length with the mesh. That way, it could still get some good rain to penetrate. And I usually put like baking soda and stuff on top of it. So as you can see, this is drying up, but I still have lots and lots of tomatoes. So I'm gonna take this side inside, take this the last of the greens inside to wash it, and most likely put in the freezer. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who liked my gardening videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So this is where I had the cabbage and some beets, as you can see, all taken out. So before I take these out, I said, let me just see what happens. I may get 1 or 2 more pickings, and still I'll be thankful. So thank you, thank you, thank you for everyone who watched my gardening videos and seemed to like them. Thank you so much. As for this section with my potted flowers, I just trimmed, did a lot of zip tie. The rose bush, see, I still have flowers coming out, and lots of seedlings are there. So I just rearranged them to secure them from any like windstorm. This, my newest family member, they told me like around October to trim it down here, let it fully dry out, put in a plastic bag, and just secure it in a warm area. And then next year when I plant it, it's supposed to regrow. So sending you guys flowers. Best wishes to you and your family. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Hopefully you'll stick with me, and I'll stick around another year, and I'll see what my magic hands could do. So sending everyone love, peace, blessing, and calmness in their life. Thanks again for watching. Have a nice day.